Ladies and gentlemen, a shed update, and it's I want to say middle of October, and here, let me flip this around. Getting ready for Christmas time, so there's a lot of Christmas items here that I sell at that time of year, and had to find a place to put it because it will go out quick. Just ain't Christmas time; it's spooky season. But anyway, that's another. What is that? Moth. That's what I get for leaving the door open, because we're having beautiful weather here in October. So, a quick shed update. Into September, about to the middle of October, where I live, they have fall neighborhood garage sales. And sometimes they have them all in one day. Some weekends they have them, split them up. Like you can go to one part of town and go to 6 or 8 of them. You can go one part and go to 1 or 2. You know, it just depends. And I did buy a bunch of model kits, and I'm going to share about 4 of them. I did buy quite more than I usually find at garage sales. And I got to give a disclaimer: I don't always buy model kits at garage sales. I don't see them that often. They're, wouldn't say rare, just they don't pop up. And occasionally you will find some that are they want the collector price for it, you know, so sometimes you have to skip it if it's just whatever. But most time everyone, I'd say, it just gets rid of them. And I bought a bunch of car kits, and AMT Ertl 33 wheelies, and I'm not a big fan of that type of box art. What, that came out in the 90s, 2000 maybe, 2002. Anyway, I do like odd vehicles like that, and I'll share something personal. I would like to make a hot rod car, but I am not a mechanic. Don't you know, want the mechanical part, want that to actually already be made, you know, with air conditioning, heat and everything in it. You know, I just want to do the body work and make it custom, you know, name the vehicle, you know, have a show rod. That's something I would always wanted to do, but I don't have the space. I could probably make time to do it, but I don't have the place to, you know, store it, and, you know, and all that. I already have, you know, one storage problem. Don't want to have a automobile. But anyway, sealed too. All these kits that I bought, they were completely brand new. So again, sometimes you get like a theme when you go to garage sales and find model kits, you know, like 41 wheelies, which I think is actually, well, I'm a little torn. I kind of like both, you know, just one of those that you'd like to you know, make your own. Of course, you got a kit to make your own car, but again, like to have a life-size one. Just, you know. But anyway, this is the Revell Monogram box. Again, it's better than the AMT box art. At least it's more vibrant. But again, I like the painted artwork. I think it just makes more creative juices, so you can, you know, build a certain type of car kit. Excuse me. So, they were all AMT Revell Monogram, and they were also some Testors. And these are the metal bodies, and these are misleading. How big this box is, because if you actually read the 143 scale, you know, it's almost 148, you know, so it's real, you know, this should be that box is just misleading. But I do have a few metal kits. There's some that I keep, some I like to swap out. Again, these were sealed, brand new, you know, just one of those, you know, I may swap out for that. I was thinking of grease. I know they have the 24th or 25th scale one, you know. I always thought, you know, have some companion cars to go with it, but that's just me. But anyway, I like these. I think they're very usable, you know. again, it's simplified parts if you really wanted to get down to it. And again, I'm probably going to speak poorly here against the car modeler community. I actually prefer a car kit without the engine, because you got the hood down. You know why? You know, unless you wanted to make you know, with the hood open and, you know, show the interior, which is fine. That's cool. I don't dog that. But if I wanted to buy a car kit, you know, I usually eliminate all the engine and everything and put the car together, and you have, you know, what you want. But that's just me, you know, just something I think, just something, you know, just don't, hardly anyone talks about without the motor, you know. Like, you know, some military kits have the, you know, part of the motor, you know, so you can kind of do it, you know. I like it eliminated. And last but not least, now I'm probably going to, again, speak out of turn. 57 Chevy, which is that Christine, probably, you know, a year off or whatever, but anyway, it's close enough. Again, you know, sealed, you know, box in really good shape. Again, AMT Earl, you know, I know why they do it, you know, and a lot of people, you know, they can see the car, you know, but again, so much you can do. I know, you know, if this is Christine, you know, they have the Christine box, then they use the mold and use someone else, you know, when they use the license for the, you know, the Chevy here. Which brings me to Atlantis. Atlantis has a lot of, Atlantis Models has a lot of car molds and molds for other stuff, but they don't have the license to, you know, the name and all that, which I always thought maybe there's a way around it, you know, make a demolition car, you know, not say Chevy, you know. Again, I would like to have a series of cars, of demolition cars. That's one thing that I always thought would, you know, have beat up bodies, you know. Probably wouldn't sell it all, but I always thought, hey, you know, and then have the one demolition car that's banned in all of them, which I can't remember off the top of my head, which I'm trying to find a car of that one, because, you know, that one was indestructible, and that's the one that needed to be a model kit, and that one needs to be here in the shed. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. I actually bought about 2 or 3 tote pulls of car kits, and that's just a sample of what was in it. Some I keep, some I trade, some I sell, and just life goes on in the model kit industry. But anyway, that's rare that you ever find like a bunch of car kits. Usually find 1, maybe 2, sometime maybe a military one, but mostly car kits. But anyway, thought I'd share. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. We're going to add a few car kits to the Ark. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.